Hey fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. Wimbledon has kicked off today. Very curious how this will go. Watch predictions, watch draw breakdown and everything on tennisnerd.net and this YouTube channel. Check out the Instagram, Twitter and so on. And any kind of contributions are always helpful. Tennis Nerd is a one-man band except some of the very nice guys who contribute with content like Evan, Alex, Hendrik, Rush and so on. One guy for you racket nerds to keep your eyes on is Denis Shapovalov. He has made a switch from the ISO 98, which he was using earlier in the season. Now he's testing the VCORE 95. He hasn't played really well. I saw him with the E-Zone in Boss Open, lost there to Oscar Otte. First round match, tough, but happens. Oscar is a good player on grass. But then he lost the first round in Mallorca, and then he was playing with the VCORE 95 instead. Is it the old VCORE 95 that he was using before, or is it the new one? Rumors and people on the ground have told me that it's actually the new one. So he's testing the new VCORE 95, which is a little bit more dampened than the previous one, perhaps a bit more forgiving with the bigger sweet spot than the old SV95 that he was using, customized of course to his specs. And I think they customized it in the way of his old 6195 that he used before he moved to the VCORE 95, meaning a pretty heavy static weight, around 350 to 60 grams with strings, and a pretty headlight balance, maybe 32 centimeters, 6-7 points headlight with strings, and the swing weights perhaps a little bit higher than what most of us mortals would like. I like a 330 swing weight. I think most pros go up to 340, 350 in this case. So Medvedev, Rublev and Shapovalov all made the switch from the 6195 to a different racket. Medvedev's case, it was a T-Fight from Technifiber with an 1819 pattern. Rublev went to an extended Gravity Pro and Shapovalov went to the VCORE 95. Now he's back to the VCORE 95, but the newer model, the 2021. Check out the review on tennisnerd.net and this YouTube channel. I did like this frame. Some rec players and friends I have, they love this racket. I felt like it's a little bit too muted for my liking, but some players absolutely love that there's more forgiveness, more spin and power than most 95 screens rackets. As you might know, the 95 is not going so strong in retail sales. People want easier rackets, more power, more spin. Some pros, or quite a few pros, still use 95 screens rackets, but this one is a bit more forgiving than what you generally see with 95s. It has the isometric head shape, 1620 string pattern instead of 1820, which you see a lot on the tour. So I think this makes sense for Denis. The ISO 98 has more power, more spin, but you go on grass courts, the pace is there, you need control, you need to control that fast, low skidding ball. You play more volleys, the serve needs to be ultra precise, and he already has the power, he already has those big swings. So I think it's good for him to move into a different frame with more control. It makes sense in a way that he's testing this racket. It's not the best sign that you're testing rackets during a Grand Slam, that he's just been playing with the E-Zone a few weeks before and now he's with the VCORE. It's not a good sign. His confidence must be a little bit shaken, but I like watching him. He has a flamboyant style, seems like a great kid, so I would like him to do well. So let's hope he finds his confidence, enjoys the racket, maybe switches to this one in some form, and he can do another good run at Wimbledon, which he did last year. So he can definitely play on grass, but he hasn't had the best year so far. So yeah, fingers crossed for all you Canadian tennis fans or Shapo fans. I like watching him play. I like the one-handed backhand. I like those big loopy swings. No matter if coaches always say shorten the swing, but it works for him. Thanks to the sponsor of this YouTube episode, Singles Playbook. Learn how to make more plays, win more points against different types of players. You get different strategies and plays you can use against aggressive baseliners, pushers, serve and volleyers. Videos included. Just go to the QR code or the website and you can use the video and find the examples here. Great way to improve your tennis. I've been using it myself and it's helped me to construct better points. If you want to support Tennis Nerd in other ways, check out my other affiliates, Tennis Warehouse and so on in the description. Big thanks to all of you who support via Patreon as well, patreon.com/tennisnerd. That is all. Have a nice day and don't forget to play some tennis.